3, 2, 1, make battle commence, go fucking mental!
Just to let you all know, this is my first rodeo. Not Shane's, of course, he's been ridden many times. Just tonight by the look of his posture. But it's my first ever roast battle, so when I signed up for it, I had a good long think about what kind of person I'd feel most comfortable dissing. And manifestation works!
Oh, okay. First of all, I just want to apologise to Chrissy for everything I'm about to say, because I know in the audience is her dad.
Yeah.
Chrissy, you look like a teacher that I'm embarrassed to have thought about whilst having a wank. But if you were a teacher, I imagine you'd be one of those cool ones that has sex with your students. Not because I think she's a pedo, I just think she really gets off on marking and correcting, punctuation and grammar.
Weirdly accurate. I was going to mock you for your appearance. I was going to really kind of lay into your most prominent physical characteristics, but you don't have any. We like dissing the picture on the toilet door.
To do a roast, beforehand we catch up, where I find out that Chrissy is a hungry cunt. Sorry, I read that wrong. She's half Hungarian and from Kent. And that her biggest sexual fantasy is to be the middle person in a real-life human centipede.
Shane's voice was voted least sexy by a panel of old-timey West Country farmers and celebrity judge Joe Pasquale.
Chrissy, you have the demeanour of an abused spaniel. From a mid-Welsh puppy farm, isolated, abused, and longing for death.
Well, that's the end of the first round, everybody, big round of applause! Beautiful stuff. Round 2, Shane's start.
Right. Chrissy is a single mum, a fabulous single mum, and she doesn't need no man, right? Because she got workarounds for not needing a boyfriend. Like she wears a big coat in the evenings instead of getting a hug. And she gets companionship from her 15-year-old daughter. And then when she's home alone, she eats a Mars bar upside down so she can feel the veins on her tongue. I'm sorry.
I wasn't going to do one of those obvious dick jokes, even though you are an obvious dick, because I thought, that's low-hanging fruit, but turns out it's not, so.
Chrissy looks like she's cosplaying as a trans Hagrid.
Shane works for Art and Animation. Pretty cool. And it would be easy for me to stand here and say that he works there as the life model for Morph, but let's be fair, there's much more to him than that. He also looks like Wallace. And Feathers McGraw. Basically anything that would be quite easy to make out of plasticine.
Starved of physical affection, the closest that Chrissy gets to human intimacy is when she leaves her keys and change in her pockets while going through airport security.
We're not doing rounds this round.
I feel like you've got one more, Chrissy,
I've got one more.
in this round.
I can't count either,
Have
that's
I?
fine.
Okay. I wouldn't usually diss someone like Shane because it's too easy, but he did cash up me £100 for a session of hardcore humiliation, so that's a good one to me.
And that's the end of the second round, everybody, big round of applause! Now, we move on to the final round with Chrissy to start.
for this roast, I tried to look up some of Shane's comedy to see if I could glean anything from that. I have gigged with him a few times, but his set just washed over me like white noise, white male noise. So I looked him up on YouTube, nothing. Looked him up on TikTok, nothing. Looked him up on Instagram. This account is private. What have you been doing, Shane? Not comedy. I did find quite a lot of evidence of a Canadian comedian called Shane Ogden, who I assume is the person that the Gaffe meant to book.
That has happened before. Chrissy unequivocally 100% supports Israel's right to defend itself.
Shane's so boring, his blood type is
Chrissy, you look like the secret love child between ugly Betty and the hairy bikers. If that child haunted the top deck of the number 9 bus in Caerphilly.
Shane, I imagine that sex with you would feel like donating a jar of low-fat mayonnaise to a cat shelter. It would technically count as charity, but it would be a weird fucking choice.
Chris's pubic region is almost an exact replica of what's going on top of her head, which means she's actually banned from entering Australia due to the extreme bushfire risk she poses.
And that's the end of the battle, everybody! Give up Bit fucking weird with her dad in the room, isn't it? Bit fucking weird. Bit weird with dad in the room. Right, okay then, right, we'll go to another way.
Fire exit on the way out.
It's just night time to be. Right,
Bushfire
tell us what you think.
Great job opening second. That was awesome. Chrissy, I love your energy. You have the best witch laugh ever. It will haunt me in my dreams. I really loved your joke about low-hanging fruit. That's going to stay with me. Shane, I love when you did the joke about she don't need no man in a black accent. You looked as great as me. Just to see if that was okay. And you don't fight the power.
When I do it, I look away from you.
But you're always naked. It's weird. You know what? I have to do it with the joke that's going to stay with me the most because we're very close. But the upside down Mars bar just giving me all the names. That wins it for me. It's Shane all the way.
Beautiful. So we've got one more for Shane, everybody. Well done. Right, Lyle, tell us your thoughts.
Yeah, Chrissy, I really like that joke you had where you started with, I'm not going to make fun of Shane's appearance. I was like, come on, fucking look at him. He's fucking bald and hideous. But then you were like, this one about the toilet door, and I thought that was really funny. I thought it was really good. But I think overall Shane took it for me. I think he had the most hits out of the joke. So yeah, for Shane as well.
Beautiful. So we've got 2 votes for Shane. So Shane is our winner. Again, the last couple of just clean sweeps. So Holly, what are you thinking?
I thought it was wonderful. I really enjoyed that roast. Chrissy, I thought your energy, I thought it was great. And Shane, you're horrible. You do look like Morph. I agree. And I really like the story you've woven of Chrissy being so desperately alone and touch-starved. That was...
It's not a story.
But Chrissy, I thought your jokes were very cleverly written, so I'm going to vote for you.
Oh, there you go. Beautiful. So Chrissy gets a vote there, everybody. Big round of applause. Lovely stuff. But at the end of the day, Shane is our winner of that battle. So